Folks, this is a follow-up story to a story I did. I guess it was, actually I know when it was. I did this story back in May of 2016 regarding 3 white teens that sexually assaulted a mentally challenged black teen. Now, to you black men out there, are we going to have to start wearing chastity belts around our anuses in order not to be sexually assaulted by white men? You might laugh about it, but you know, I'm being dead serious. There have been more than enough cases of black men and children being sexually assaulted by white men, and I'm talking about black males, okay? Now, in this particular case, these 3 white teenagers, 2 of them were of age, and 1 of them, they still haven't released any information on him. And any picture that you see of this white kid, his image is distorted so that you can't actually see his face. He was 16 at the time. The other 2 individuals were 18 and 17, and their faces were shown. Well, only 1 of them was actually charged with the assault of this underage, mentally challenged teammate of theirs. They were all on the football team, and he was a teammate of theirs. They anally assaulted this kid. So again, I'm saying, do we have to wear chastity belts around protecting our asses from being assaulted? Now, this all goes back to slavery times, and you can look it up for yourself. There's a term called buck breaking, where they would take a defiant male slave, okay, beat the shit out of him, okay, then lay him across a tree stump, pull down his pants so that his ass was completely exposed. They would then have the entire slave congregation stand out there while the slave owner would anally assault him. This was done in front of his wife and children. They would fuck this guy in the ass until he was unconscious. That is the term buck breaking, okay? Look it up for yourselves. Do your own research. You'll see what I'm talking about. Well, it looks like that particular feature of white psychology has not gone anywhere. Anyway, this is a follow-up on that particular situation where the 3 white kids anally assaulted the black kid, and the only one that was charged will receive no jail time. Check this out.
We have an update on the horrific sexual assault of a mentally challenged black teenager in Idaho. The white ringleader of the crime will not be going to jail. John R.K. Howard pleaded guilty to 1 felony count of injury to a child. The lesser charge means he will likely have his conviction dismissed once he completes probation and 300 hours of community service. In October 2015, Howard and 2 of his football teammates pretended to hug the victim, who was mentally challenged, then held him down and sodomized him with a coat hanger. They also called the 18-year-old derogatory names and made him recite a racist song. Prosecutors say while Howard's behavior was egregious, it wasn't a sex crime. Well, what the hell is it? As a condition of the plea, Howard is also able to maintain his innocence despite the evidence against him. The victim received a $10 million civil, his $10 million civil lawsuit is pending against the district for its deliberate indifference towards the victim's safety. How about the prosecutor? That's insane. Manhattan U.S. District Judge.
All right, so again, this is just a follow-up on that. 6 months down the road, this white kid who raped this mentally challenged black kid, no jail time, basically a slap on the wrist. So guys, when you come in contact with some of these people, you know, something, calling them people is an insult to the definition of people. And I'm going to use a word that I hate hearing, but these people were savages. They are savages. And the legal system basically is turning a blind eye and just placing a slap on the wrist for something that, if the role had been reversed and that had been black kids who had assaulted a white kid, though all three of them would be in jail right now. There would have been no slap on the wrist. Now, I've done a video regarding the disparity between the jail time given to black people versus white people when the same crime is committed with the same background on each of the assailants. This is an affront to black people everywhere. What it says is you can do whatever the fuck you want to a black person and there will be no accountability whatsoever. So you wonder why cops get away with killing black people? You wonder why white people can assault black people, like that particular case in Oklahoma, which I haven't done a video on yet. That's the Joe Mixon case, where the woman called this Oklahoma University football player all kinds of racial slurs, hit him not once, but twice. The second time she struck him, he defended himself and swung on her. He ends up having to go to trial because he was an Oklahoma football player, and because of the videos that were out there. They basically knocked everything down to a simple charge, which he agreed to. He served no time. He did his community service. He attended the mandatory classes that he was required to take. He was kicked off the football team for a year and then allowed to come back on. Has done nothing wrong since, other than he fell behind on his rent and he got evicted from his place. And I don't really call that a crime. Okay? But now they're bringing it up again. And the woman who started all of this shit, now, because this guy looks like he's going to the NFL, she wants to bring a lawsuit. Now, she had attempted to sue him before, but the video, and there were two of them, only one has been released, basically showed everything that she did, and they couldn't sustain any of the civil charges or civil lawsuits that she attempted to file against him. So now she's back at it again with some vague charge that you know, her life has been affected, and she's walking around every day basically in a state of panic and fear, which is a bunch of bullshit. When they investigated her, they found out that she wasn't Miss Lily White, princess that she was initially made out to be. As a matter of fact, at the time of the incident, she had a pending warrant for drug charges, etc., 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 and it was intimated, though never fully investigated, that she was loaded on the day that she suffered her injury and made the attack on Mr. Mixon. So again, Donald Trump, he's in there, and now you are going to see all kinds of miscarriages of justice anytime there is an attack on people of color by white people. Let me take that back. You may see a lot more attempts to downplay the white perpetrators when they attack people of color, and in particular black people. This is going to be a more than difficult 4 years as far as black people and our rights are concerned. But if we expect justice from the judicial system, I think we got a long wait for it.